We had our Deputy Premier recently, John Barilaro, mentioning the N-word, nuclear. And I've had discussions with him in the past. You probably have as well. And he is a proponent of nuclear power. How do you feel about that from everything you know? Where does that sit in the mix?
Yeah, look, I think we can manage the risk elements of building nuclear plants. We certainly do in the vast majority of them around the world. What I would say though is in Australia, good luck getting one built. Good luck getting one financed. I don't like by all means bring it on and do the numbers, but to start with, the time frame for delivery is going to be very long. For something like a nuclear power plant, you're probably looking at least 5 to 10 years to actually get one built. Well, what on earth is the power price going to be at that point in time? How do you form a business case around that? Well, maybe you can't. So in that case, the government's got to fund it, in which case the rest of the energy providers will be going, well, hang on, why aren't you funding me?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And then the next thing is...
Nobody wants it in their backyard.
No one wants it in their backyard.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually...
At the back of Mount Panorama, it's not going to fly.
I actually believe Australia should be responsible for the waste nuclear from the uranium. I think we should be bringing it back to our country and storing it in our geologic...
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We should be socially
How long
responsible.
have you held this view?
Oh, a long time.
Forever, right.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have a couple of things. One, we are somewhat isolated from the rest of the world. B, we have big areas of geologically stable land. So you don't want to be putting nuclear waste on a volcanic island. You know, you want to be putting it where it's stable. And I just think it's like if you created this issue in the world, probably you have a moral responsibility to deal with the consequence. The happy consequence of that is that actually I'm sure there'd be a lot of money to be made from that, and that in it is an export, you know, a service kind of that we could give to the rest of the world as well. But look, getting back to whether we'd build a power station, the other problem with it is that it's the old thinking. Unless you are going to build small power stations, and I mean like nuclear submarine scale power stations, and dot them around the grid in areas where they were really useful, then it would make no sense to build another big thing somewhere and be punching out energy into the grid, giving us the same sorts of problems that we've got now. So by all means, have the discussion. I just think you'll struggle to make the economics stack up.
Okay.
That time?
Could I just potentially, just as an intro, which I'll put at the start, could you maybe just have a conversation and introduce Ash?
Oh gosh,
ask him what
need to go.
his past is?
Shortly, yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay? Just a bit of history about how the knowledge came about.
Yeah, sure.
Just tell me
Absolutely.
how did you get to this point?
Yep,
just a
sure.
really quick thing, and that'll kind of
Is there anything else we need to
So what, just a piece of camera today, we're talking, no? Or
I
just
think just go straight
generally?
into the conversation, like, hey, should she introduce Ash and herself?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't really have a plan for what we're doing with it yet, do we?
I reckon let's do that. Let's do a piece to camera.
Yeah.
And then just start with introducing yourself.
So, how would you be best